Such a beautiful day. This is actually the typical Dutch day. A bit of sun, a bit of rain, pretty cold. It's the perfect Dutch day. Oh, and there's also quite a lot of wind. That makes it a lot better. I want to talk about something. It's this thing, my motorcycle. Some people might recognize it already. For the ones who don't, this is a Ducati Monster S4. It's a 2002 model, and this is my very first motorcycle. I bought it this year. It's also the same year I got my motorcycle license, as I've said in the previous video. It has been quite a love-hate relationship with this motorcycle, because it's a really nice motorcycle. I've enjoyed it a lot so far. I swear we're going to encounter every season possible just in this ride. Well, let's go through to my favorite tunnel. Ever since the Westfield Mall of the Netherlands opened, this tunnel is basically inaccessible during the weekend, because everyone likes to go shopping. Somehow it's quite a lot of fun to do this, even though at times it can be a little bit stressful, because you have to be looking at many things at the same time. Everyone told me to just make as much noise as possible when going through traffic like this. This fucking BMW. So, as I was talking about this motorcycle, I've had this bike for a bit more than 3 months now, I think. I got it pretty much at the end of summer, so right after I got my motorcycle license, I couldn't handle not riding a bike, and I ended up buying this. When I got this motorcycle, my idea was to have it for about 1 year and save up for something more modern, and then well, sell this one, and at the same time have something to work on during winter. And for that, I think this is a perfect motorcycle because it has many issues. Well, apart from the standard maintenance things, pretty much nothing on the dash works as it's supposed to. As you can see, I'm revving pretty hard right now. The rev counter doesn't know what to do. Also, my gas tank is leaking. Apparently, the designers of Ducati invented a very smart hinge that allows you to lift up the tank and access the battery and all these other things. Well, it's just the battery and the air filter underneath the tank, which is pretty nice, but it has one issue. The hinge is not strong enough to hold the weight of the tank especially when it's fully fueled. And what happens is that over time it starts leaking, and that's exactly what this motorcycle is doing. But a couple of things I like on this motorcycle is the way it handles, and also the engine. It has quite a lot of torque down low, a lot more than the motorcycle I used to take lessons on, and I really enjoy it because pulling away it's such a joy. It's a bit addictive even. Well, as I was saying, this motorcycle has quite a nice character. It's really torquey down low. It handles very nicely. But there are some things that I don't enjoy that much, and one of them is the many design flaws this has. Because like the steering lock, why should it drain the battery? I don't know. It's stupid. The gas tank leaking is kind of unnecessary. It has a toolbox underneath the saddle, but you need tools to access it. So what's the point of having tools? Many little things like that. And this motorcycle, it vibrates a lot. And now I don't have that many bikes to compare it to. I rode a Ducati Street Fighter 848 and the bike I took lessons on, which was a Honda CB650 something. And compared to the two other bikes I rode, this one vibrates a lot on the foot pegs and handles. So after 1 hour of riding, I can barely feel my hands and fingers and feet at least my hands and fingers anymore. And my feet are having this weird sensation, this like tingling sensation, just from the vibrations. And that makes this bike terrible to tour on, because you're gonna lose a lot of feeling on this bike. Yay! Bye! Ooh, there was a patch of oil on the ground. Multiple patches of oil. Somebody had a leak. Based on the oil patches on the ground, I think I could just follow the car that leaked. Or maybe we'll just see him stranded a bit up ahead. Today I'm not wearing glasses. Nice bike. Today I'm not wearing glasses, but I have contact lenses in. I do have them, but usually I think it's too much of a hassle to put them in, so I'll just go for the lazy route and then afterwards complain. And I've got to say, it's actually worth the extra effort of putting them in, because gone is the problem of fogging glasses underneath my visor. So yeah, probably in a future video you'll see me complaining about glasses and lenses and fog again. Ooh, that was a bit slippery. I could feel the bike go sideways a little, just like a fraction of a millisecond. Enough to be uncomfortable. Today I just decided to grab the bike and go outside for a ride. So this video is completely unplanned, but so were all the other ones I did so far. I don't really think about what I'm going to talk about ahead of time, and I think I should do it. Like make up a story that I want to say and stick to that plan. But yeah, so far I couldn't come up with anything that I wanted to talk about, so I have an idea of maybe just not even editing this video, just sync up audio and video and just put it up on the internet as a raw video. And you could put it up in the background, so you have what the fuck is this smell? And suddenly everything's invisible. What happened there? It smells like soap. But yeah, while I'm getting blinded here, you guys can just put up this video in the background, and if you're alone at home, or you're like me, sometimes when I'm at home I just put up a video in the background, so there's some sound of anything. I think it had rained quite hard there a few minutes ago before I arrived, but now they have blue skies. Welcome to the Netherlands. Ooh. That was less worse than I expected. But for me, it's also pretty peaceful to drive around, not think about much. I have music in. I have music on my headphones. At least I have just one AirPod in, and not doing anything. It's fun. I thought he was there for me. No idea why, but